I've never seen this before either, but I was told they've never seen it. So several people, they filed a packet of response in our suit, about 20 pages, 20-some pages.
Are you attorney pro per? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's that, yeah.
Okay. And you're out of Nevada?
Out of Reno.
You ever hear of Jack Firm?
Who?
Jack Firm? Okay. That's a nice firm. He's working out of Vegas.
Well, so our stand right now is get these in. We're going to back it up. Thanks for Tom's suggestion. If they pulled something on us, we'd go file a quick bankruptcy to buy us a little more time.
Yeah.
But we also filed the 2891 with the bank, which is Bank of America, which took over Countrywide. Haven't heard anything on that. We tried to call them the other day and got zero. They didn't get zero response.
Right.
You have to fight it with Countrywide. Countrywide has its own SEC. They have to send it to
Can't hear you.
Yeah, and add Bank of America.
Bill it.
She said we still have to file it with Countrywide because they were the originators.
Yeah, you go back a week after the transaction started, right?
By the way, Mazzello's been indicted by the Securities and Exchange Commission, who was a former CEO of that company.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
So we can pull all that court case anytime we want.
So it's really we're in charge right now with the
Oh,
court
yeah, you're in
case.
charge.
So we're buying. What we did is we bought time. We stopped the foreclosure. That's all behind us. We checked to see where they are on that, and they're not doing anything until this thing gets heard. We're actually going to go ahead and file a minute complaint just to
Good for you.
see what happens.
Just to keep the time.
Just to keep it going.
Keep the clock
We're
going.
actually suing them for damages, for triple damages or whatever.
Right, see, I'm not saying anything about any damages because as far as I'm concerned, from that deed of trust and that note, I gave them permission to do everything they did.
Right. Well, that's
I instructed them to do
We
it.
learned that after the fact. We had to get something done like, I think we had a week maybe before.
Right.
Were the reconveyances that you got, were they on foreclosed property?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We can do that, but we're not.
Before we go one more step, I got a quick question for you. About 50 of them, actually. What would you recommend for people who are in situations like this, who have a week, they waited till the last minute, of stopping or postponing that sale? One is bankruptcy.
The 9091-28 along with a notice, overnight it to them then so they get it quick.
And we get the
Show up at the trustee sale with a copy of it in your hand to give to them, to show them, and if you need to, start the modification process so you can revoke power of attorney,
and you and I talked,
which we're going to go into a little bit later after we're done with these forms.
if you were expanding with me on the telephone a couple weeks ago about taking a sheriff with you.
Yeah, if you can hire one. You know, sheriff's deputies, and they'll hire out as off-duty security.
Yep.
You know, you pay him $75, $150 and have him go with you. But he's got to be on the page with you. He's got to be willing to take that person to jail, which is fine. It doesn't matter if he gets out in 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if he gets out in a day. The fact is, he went to jail. He's probably never going to be selling somebody else's house. Okay?
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Right.
So you think the
crowd.
Yeah, and he scared the crowds too, especially if you see all these people. You've seen those assholes out there buying property at these sales. They know everything, and they're out there with their little fucking their sandals and their shorts and looking like queers. And just, and I know everything, and I'm going to buy this house and I'm going to make $1 million. Yeah, watch them turn around and run. Oh no, he got arrested.
The sheriff's very important, and it's in Ohio. Phil Mackey, he's a sheriff that's written 2 books, and that's the highest ranking court officer. He's above the federal judge, and he's held criminal charges, and he needs to get a nice letter because any move he makes, everything favors you. If you get a letter to him, he's not going to lose his job, he will go to jail. And he is losing his pension.
Right. And we're working on the insurance aspect of that right now, so that's what I'm going to share with you later.
Oh, really?
Getting them fired and all that, yeah. Already
So you
getting-
guys have questions and stories to tell, but we're never going to get through
Yeah,
this.
we're never going to get through it.
Let's go back to 90, Form 90.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
got one question. Before this month, it's just started. They call you up and they say you got to pay or not. Say, well, no, I'm going to pay. Send me a
Payoff.
statement.
Send me a payoff.
And an A. That's step 1.
Right, yeah. Actually, step 1 would be a week after closing, go back in and tell them, give me my money, so I can pay off this debt.
Would we use these same forms?
if within a week after closing, would we use these same forms?
Actually, I think what I would do is I would walk in and start asking questions first and find out if that's what they want. Find out what forms they want for releasing the escrow. Yes.
Does it make
So-
any? Go ahead.
How do you find the bank's regulatory?
Call them and ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Can you go back, say, 3, 5, 7 years when the mortgage was first created?
Yeah, you're going back to right after the closing.
So
What about a
No matter
refi?
how long ago that was.
No matter how long ago that was.
Even 20 years.
Doesn't matter.
Now, in my situation, I bought a house back in '79, sold it in '89, and bought a new one. Can I go back on that one?
Well, there's no reason why you couldn't. You're still the trustor. The money is still being held in escrow, only now you'd be going through the state to get it instead of the trustee, and I don't know how you
On
do
the
that.
original
You have to
house?
study the state achievement process.
Okay.
It's abandoned funds.
Yeah.
94 now?
On the original house, it
This
would
was
go?
foreclosure.
From 1979, those are abandoned funds now.
Okay.
Yeah, the bank would have done a 1099A.
Okay.
A long time ago. 1981.
And you could still
Or 82.
Can we
Yeah, from the state.
continue with the 90, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so anyhow, the next thing we're going to do is record this pledge on the name of the land records. Now that's either going to be the recorder in the county that the deed of trust is recorded in, or the name of the court, whichever.
What, are you talking about a form here now?
90.
Yeah, we're on the 90. We're still on the
So
90.
record this pledge, let's say it's, on a market, so it'd be just wherever it's recorded.
The county recorder, right?
So the president of county recorder.
Yep.
So like in our case, it's San Diego County, it will be San Diego County.
Yeah, wherever the recorder is, right? And then in the city of and the state.
What if they don't want to record it?
They have to.
No, this is where your deed of trust is recorded.
Oh, okay, in that same file.
Wherever your deed of trust is recorded, wherever the house is, wherever county it
It's
is.
IRS.
And then the name of the city and the name of the state where the recorder is, or the bank.
If it's IRS,
Then it's the IRS.
which location it is?
Wherever the debt is coming from.
What part of this form?
Yep.
We're on the night, see what's.
Yeah, all your remedy is right on the paperwork that they send you. All your answers are
Well,
on
it
the
said city and state of
paperwork.
the bank or the county recorder?
If it's a county recorder that you're talking about, it'd be the county recorder. If it's a
Gotcha.
judge, it'd be the judge. If it's a credit card, it'd be the credit card company. If it's child support, it would be the county. If it's dog catcher, it'd be the county. And then that personal pronoun, whereas I, that's the straw man again, because it's all fiction, it's all representative.
all caps.
Yep, as it appears on the debt instrument. And then get it notarized.
State, county, sworn and subscribed.
Well,
list of
except
the-
that they, my understanding is you're not supposed to alter this, so just put the jurat on the back or have them stamp
Okay.
it, one or the other.
But
Put
definitely
your,
put a seal.
Did you get that written down?
On the book, you do it on the recorder.
But not on this.
No, not on this, there's no flush on this.
Okay.
It's all fiction.
Okay. Gotcha.
In California, they attach the giraffe.
Right, they attach the jurat to the back. So, the Form 90 is gonna be pretty much identical.
The 91 you mean?
Yeah, the 91 is gonna be pretty much identical to the 90.
Jerry, I just want to, in LA County, they wouldn't accept a jurat. They sent it back and said they would only accept.
I know, I heard some of that
county
silliness. They'll only accept
the
an acknowledgement. Those people.
Well, that's why an individual acknowledgement works too, in California, all-purpose acknowledgement.
Right, but I just
That's what
wanted
they
you
do
to
now.
know, don't do a jurat, because it'll be
Yeah.
rejected.